Come on in. Ooh.
Greetings and salutations. Bro done
Yeah, yeah,
came in
yeah.
here with me on today. I'm so proud.
Don't be.
I'm a proud. I'm a proud sister. We here. Y'all, I'm gonna try to make sure I like look in this camera because I have things going on. So now I'm gonna have to I gotta train my eyes to look down here. That's gonna be fun. Say a prayer for
Mm,
me. What's good, y'all?
yeah.
Happy October.
I got that clean internet signal coming through. You know what I'm saying? From the last time we were struggling with that one. That was hard to deal with.
Bro. We thank you for your time of pressing.
Nah,
We
it's
thank
just it was something that need to had to happen, and it happened. I'm glad it happened.
you know you sound like somebody old sage grandfather when you talk.
Yeah, I can get that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I I
It,
sound
oh, you
older than I sound older than I am, but I mean, I'm OG now, so I ain't no, yeah, I'm OG now. I'm OG now. Yeah, that's the level I'm at. So you know what I'm saying? All you
how
know what I'm saying?
define OG because you from Lincoln and y'all might have a different
No,
language
we
there.
don't. OG mean OG. That's the original. Well, original gangster, but I don't think young people know that what that mean. But it's just
They
right
don't know
now
about
it
it.
mean right now it means elder. They just like it be like, hey OG. I was like, yeah, what's up, cuz? You know what I'm saying?
You don't call them nephew.
I don't call everybody. I call everybody something different. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a different thing. You know what I'm saying for any and everybody I encounter. Because sometimes I like, man, that little baby is struggling. You know what I'm saying? That could be boy or girl. You know what I'm saying? I just like, hey, look, little baby,
You
man,
need little baby.
you need to tighten up. You
If
over
somebody
here
call me little baby, I'm gonna punch him in the throat
for what?
because don't try little baby me.
Yeah.
Don't little buttery me up. I'm grown.
Hey man,
I ain't
some rolls need to be buttered before you hit them with that hard rock that was coming around the corner anyway. You know what I'm saying?
but
Because a lot of people need softening up before you give them critical words.
I mean, you're not lying. You're not
You know what
lying
I'm saying?
because some folk out here are whole 30-day-old biscuits.
Yeah, and you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Do. Hey,
Say greetings and salutations.
come on in the house, everybody. Just get in here real fast for I pimp slap the color off you.
Why must we threaten the people?
I don't know, brother. I miss sister and whatever you got me calling you these
Bam.
days.
What up, y'all? Uh, let me hold on. Y'all know my attention span is blessed, right? So I'm trying to do something,
Yes, you got that
and
goldfish.
I wanna I can't see over this thing right here. I want to say something, but I have to focus. I have to focus my thoughts. Say you never all alone, and then I'm gonna sit still because the microphone is here and I'm gonna talk into it, right? Okay. Hey y'all. So I'm gonna start with being a good old sister. Y'all shout out to Darius J. I know some of y'all. Hey Cassie. Um, it's Darius J for me sitting on that good live on Facebook. Can you hear me? Can
Yeah.
y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm mimicking you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Not can you.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh
oh,
my bad.
he don't be doing this.
My bad.
So he an Instagram real professional. Facebook. Oh, okay. I said, all
Nah,
right,
I don't
this is
really.
my brother.
Yeah,
We in this together.
Facebook don't turn into the old people stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I mean? It's but then you know what I'm saying? Instagram don't got too high class. It used to be for everybody. Now they want you to meet certain requirements in order to get in the club now. You know what I'm saying? It used to be, if I got a page, I can go live. But it's like, oh, we got to get a way to get the riffraff off because there's too many Neanderthals out there using a microphone recklessly.
You
And they
said
say,
Neanderthals.
yeah, we got to be like got to be like TikTok and get a you got to have a requirement. So we got to put height requirements. So it's like follower requirements where we allow you to go live on our platform. You know what I'm saying? There's too many troglodytes out here that's just they spew a lot of empty rhetoric and it. No, I don't want to hear all that, man.
This young man said troglodytes. Darius, you trying to use every possible big word? Do we gonna have to go look up? Like, why?
Hey, man.
Troglodyte. That's a dinosaur.
I'm trying
with
to
wings.
say what now?
I said that a dinosaur with wings.
Nah, that's one of the first Negroes that walked around on the earth that were knuckle draggers. They was bad built and empty minded, and all they did was grunt and not really communicate. Well, they communicated through grunts. You know, those some of the first humans. They weren't our brightest, but they were part of the evolutionary step that got us to our current space and place and time to be able to use our brains and stuff.
Tag y'all friends. You went from Neanderthals to troglodytes.
Yeah, they two different kind of people too. They two different phases of humanity in the evolutionary process.
That's what. Okay, that's what we're doing today. All right, noted. I just want to be. Hey y'all. Hey. Dictionary D is History Dictionary D is he's here today in full force. Troglodytes and Neanderthals is what we're doing. Okay. Yeah.
Is it a way to tag everybody?
Yeah, you have to hit the @ sign and then hit highlight.
I did that already.
Then you've done what you tell me what
that work even in the chat. Like you just do the @ sign and highlight. Yeah. And then, okay, yeah. I just making sure. Yeah. Okay. Hey man,
y'all see I'm in a different space. I'm in a different room. Y'all hadn't seen this room before, but if you were OG with me, you know where I am.
Yeah, she got that Michael Jackson off the wall backdrop.
And are you okay? Different song, but
and different album, all together.
I'm gonna sing how I feel it.
It's not the album. It's not the
because
album.
my ears are cute. You're not gonna take from me the moment that I want to have because it's
you would create you because you messing up what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to exit my moment and go into your own moment. That's fine.
We both have permission to exist in this space. It's both grace and grit. Hallelujah.
Yeah, okay.
Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Annie, are you goddamn? I'm excited. I'm be calm though. The joy of the Lord is all up in me. I'm happy. But anywho, we got things to talk about.
Let's proceed.
I'm telling the truth today, y'all. We finna get this tea today. I ain't calling no names, but baby, this trick or treat situation, Darius dropped something. Let me tell y'all something. Then we'll do this real intro real quick. What up, Kayla? Coach Kayla on her thing, baby. I'm uncovering me. But can we drop some love in the comments for Darius J, y'all? Because bro said he gonna see y'all every Thursday because he don't want your faces to be played in. And he got on this good old Facebook. He didn't know what he was doing, processing the things, but he dropped some gems on that good live. I was like, he went deep and then he cracked the joke. And then you went deep and then you cracked the joke. I just want to shout you out, okay? I just want to shout you out. We appreciate you. You really care about our life. Okay, now we can.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Him did that. Yo.
So,
all right.
We finna kick it off. We don't did enough rambling and all that jazz. What's up, everybody? It's Darius J.
Your girl, Kenitra Mozelle.
And this is
Grace and Grit
Podcast Uncut.
Pop.
Yeah, that was not planned. That was totally random, by the way, guys.
Oh man, yo, this one.
I,
Can I say this to you, bro? This one to be good.
okay.
This will be good, and I'm saying that because I, when we have like them real good life conversations, the trickle
Mm-hmm.
effect after that thing is like off the chain. And so I'm excited for this conversation because this y'all is real life. Like
Mm.
this real life. And I know y'all think we playing and we playing, but we really not.
I'm
We
always
playing
playing and really not at the same time.
professionally. You got mastery around that bad boy.
Yeah.
Mastery around that bad boy. But our focus tonight is what? Huh?
Who's tricking and treating for the holidays? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
let's get into it.
I'm out the streets. I'm an observer of the streets now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be out there with y'all. But I just coach from the sidelines. Like, hey, you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Put that candy down. Don't go to that house. You know what I'm saying? That house, they play in your face a lot over there. Go over there, you're gonna get tricked and treated and tricked again, and then you're gonna be in the trash can.
Mm.
Because they
You
don't
know,
took
I'm.
your rapper and your likeness off and use you for your treats.
I didn't know. I didn't know, right? So I think I've been at a deficit, right? Because I grew up in this perfectly packaged home. Y'all know I
Mm.
grew up in the
Yeah,
Cosby, in the
she
Cosby
grew up in the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but in Augusta.
Fresh Prince of Augusta. Come on,
Had,
Ashley.
had mother, father, brother, you know what I'm saying? Just nice little
Lord.
neat little package, you know what I'm saying? And she ain't in the streets, but she getting to see why it's
Oh my
trash on the ground and on the side of the road and whatnot.
I didn't. I did not know. Like my journey from like in my parents' house. One, let me say this: we ain't trick or treat. Like my mama didn't play that.
Oh,
Like
they didn't
we
play
say
that at
truth
all.
about Holy Spirit. My mama taught the class about the truth about Halloween.
Yeah,
So even the concept, like my thought, I never really sat with tricking and treating. Like I understand that. Oh well, if you don't give me some, I'm gonna get you back, right? But there's other nuances to it that you learn from an emergent experience, right? So it's a lot of baseline your girl ain't had. I'm gonna tell the truth. Y'all can talk about me in comments. That is fine. We'll find a way to see them up. I'm trying to tell you, my baseline was very much different. So in my adulthood, into these get 30s and 40s, baby, this post widowhood journey, you know what? Some of it was pre. To tell you the truth, some of it was pre, and yeah, that's the tricking and the treating. We'll get back into it more. But the point is, I don't want y'all to be out here like me. I did. Oh, but you know what?
yeah.
It was somebody. It was somebody who was like, she don't know. Let me stay close, cause
She said that young person, you know what I'm saying, with young older person, don't know what she need to know to make it out here in these streets.
threw me out there. Threw me out there real
Exactly.
clean. But the piece about the holidays, though, bro. The part about the holidays.
Part about the holidays is the time of coming together in the community, and that's when loved ones are extra close and everybody extra giving, and they, you know what I'm saying, it's when you feel all the feels, you know what I'm saying, and you kind of get to that place where you get the churning and a yearning for things that may been already gone, and you want to bring them back, or they just come back, they just show up in your text message like, hey, how you doing, why your mama and them doing, or I was thinking of you. I missed you. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? And but you ain't heard from them all year, but they miss you on the holidays because they remember them times of closeness.
Mm.
And
Mm.
they get the people, you know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, it don't just happen to women's, it happened to men too, because it's just like men get in the habit of circling back even when they know that's when they went, that what they came from almost killed them, but they'll just
Oh,
like maybe they don't changed. Maybe
Oh,
I don't got stronger, I think, and I can go back and change.
it's different now. It's
It's
different. I'm
different
different.
now. That
I'm different now.
people really think time change people. It don't, especially if they ain't willing to change. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
If you ain't willing to
man.
change, you just gonna be the same old person. If you really have that narcissistic personality to think that you are well, you know what I'm saying, you gonna continue to act and be the way you were previously. But
Mm,
it be those hopeful hearts, you know what I'm saying? Those people with those good intentions, but not so great at discernment. They'll be like, I'll give it
mm,
another try. Cause you know what? I don't want to be by myself during the holidays. I'd rather
that
be
part.
under somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'd
Uh-oh.
rather be around somebody, even though I know they're gonna tear my nerves up come January 2nd.
You trying to be around somebody wants you up under. They not the same. And
Yeah,
somebody is thinking proximity.
yeah,
Somebody else is thinking um um invasive,
yeah.
right? The polite way to say it. Like I have learned from the wise men that the dudes be out here for the chase. Like it's really a game. This is
Mm.
actually a game. But can we talk about what the tricks are though? Like let's identify what the tricks actually look like from like the woman's perspective. Things that we done heard and y'all talk to us in the comments, right? And for our listeners, we'll throw some up there for you. I have
Mm-hmm.
absolutely received the hey, how you doing? Just checking on you, how your family doing. I'm
Mm.
real family. I'm real big family. I already told y'all where I came from. So if you text me and you talking family, then that's I can make room for that. How your mama and them doing, right? That's the
Mm.
first thing. You care about the family. You don't care about the family. You care about how you look later on in the remember it's Q4. You care about what
Hey,
you look
stranger.
you care about what you look like later around Thanksgiving. You care about the conversations that's going to be had about why you still single. Ooh, that conversation.
Mm.
Yeah, you on that. You want something to talk about. You want a name to throw in the head, right? So that's the trick. Like, because they started talking about the family around holidays because clearly Thanksgiving and Christmas is big family holiday. So that's one trick.
Yeah.
Sis said, "A stranger."
Yeah. Self Halloween is the is like the gateway holiday. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
That holiday get everybody primed. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? After debauchery comes family time. And then comes holy time. You know what I'm saying? And all them
Mhm.
things linked together. I'm gonna go out there, sin a little bit. Then I'm gonna go around my family, eat a little bit, commune a little bit even further. And by the time the holidays with, if I go to church and praise the Lord, well, I'd have succeeded and I have breached the wall that has not been able to be breached. Now I'm back in doing the stanky leg.
Y'all see the shoulders though? I'm so sad for the podcast crew. Y'all can't see his shoulders out here giving all the action, but I feel like that is the energy that men probably give each other in the conversation around being a conqueror. It's giving predatory for fun.
Don't talk like y'all ain't predators either now, because
Ooh.
I ain't talked yet about y'all and your text that come in and you know the people that
Ooh.
of the woman persuasion, how they circle back and boomerang themselves back around.
What you talking about? The little nurse outfit? What you talking about?
Nah, I'm talking
What?
about like they do the same thing, just like most people don't understand. We hunt the same. We just know which points to take. Like, hey, if a girl texts you, "Hey, big head," she ain't talking
I
about how
feel like
big your
you
head is, or "Hey, love, I ain't seen you in a while." You know what I'm saying? Or
do.
asking about how you doing, and or they'll come to you, they see you in the street, and y'all have a conversation, maybe share a little coffee drink or some alcoholic beverage, and she was like, "Man, you just too good to still be single. You need a good woman."
Mm.
It's like, but you know what I'm saying? On the other side, you know, just like men are beguiling, women are very beguiling too. You know what I'm saying?
Not I
Mm.
used to be something. Come
Yeah,
on,
you feel me?
Steve.
You know what I'm
Come on.
saying? Just like, where you
Go
been
ahead.
at all this time? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Mm. Now
You
let's
work too
do
hard. You need somebody to take care of you. Mm.
Oh snap! Come on, an invitation. You can come. What you doing
Exactly.
this week? You want me to cook you something?
You want me
You
to
still
cook you
like
some. You
your
still
favorite
like.
meal?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't cook that when he was together, when y'all was together and he was asking for it. But now you just like, you know what? I'm gonna give him something that I withheld from him to get him back in my good graces.
Y'all,
Mm.
we gon' oh. So since all right, so that's good. So we don't talk out the lines. We
Mm-hmm.
know what we're listening for,
Exactly.
right? Let's switch it up a little bit because there's still some ownership that has to be had inside of it, right? So
Okay.
you know what it looks like when you are the one tricking. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Both sides. We done talked about it from the grace, and we done talked about it from the grit. But
Okay.
what treat is it that you were expecting to get? Because when you tricking, the treating is not for the person being tricked. You pulling treats for yourself.
Correct.
How is it that you're trying to treat yourself? Because I feel like we show up um predatory like because there's something we're actually looking for. So we'll stay in that vein. We can stay in that vein. What is it that I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
for, right? Because I don't care nothing about you, but I need this. And this I'm gonna treat myself, right? Shawty out here looking like whichever, you know what? I feel like I can pull him, I can bag him. I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna
Mm.
go get what I know I can get for me. Never mind how that person gonna feel later. Never mind that somebody might feel used later. Never mind, you might not feel so good about your own self later. But for right now, I owe myself so and so. I can treat myself so and so.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with me having a good time. I work hard all week long.
I appreciate the honesty in these comments, man. Y'all being real honest, and I enjoy that. Fellas, come on up and just come in this group and speak your honest truth as well, fellas. I don't tag some of you jokers. You better come in here now. Uh, uh, but you know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of times, most of the time people be seeking companionship, close. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when people drinking, they are going after the thing that is gonna console them. A lot of people gonna console themselves through companionship, um, physicalness. You know what I'm saying? Because some people want the closeness of the physical, biblical kind. You know what I'm saying? And they willing to do whatever they have to do in order to get it because that's what they think is gonna keep those people in those situations alive. But you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, don't go out here leading in a relationship with just your body because if you go give your most precious thing away, it's gonna be hard for you to establish the foundation in which was supposed to be established through time and companionship. We put ourselves in an emotionally vulnerable place when we commune on the most vulnerable thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah.
now your soul all mixed up because you had a good
Well,
feeling, which was physical. Now you don't re-tie the soul tie that was severed, and you probably prayed to God to sever that soul tie, but you went and reinitiated the soul tie. And now it hurts worse because you just went and traveled a path of insanity, young man. You went and traveled the path of insanity. You went and tried to really beat that dead horse back to life when that thing was not intended on moving. When getting up, it was dried up. It was over with. But you don't got yourself back in the mix. Now you compromise. Now your goals are going to the side because you're chasing something that you shouldn't have been in the place of in the first place. You shouldn't have been interacting with that thing. You shouldn't have been interacting with that person because you know where it had you at the last time. Now it's even further back because all the ground you had, you lost it. Your momentum has died. Now I'm off my soapbox. Y'all go ahead, man.
man,
I'm trying to
Jesus.
feed you, young man.
I had put myself on mute because I really sat over here and hollered because honesty, I have been that person that entertained the boomerang, right? You entertain the boomerang. Like you can't
Mm-hmm.
say you didn't know. And what's frustrating on the other side of it, y'all, because we all have been that person. who entertained the boomerang that did. I mean, we have been tricked or treated. You knew what it was when it ended the first time.
Mm.
And so it came back around and then you chose it.
Mm.
And you hit on something with the vulnerability, right? Because I have had some, stretches of time in my past, 3-4 years, where this was extremely vulnerable.
Yeah.
I'm a thug at the same time, but there are still some gaps and windows that people could actually get through.
Mm.
Hi, Felicia, and I still processed what I knew to be true. I identified that thing was still present, but because it had different language, I was like, it could be different. No, we just got older, we got more language, and we got more degrees. So I got a more sophisticated way of saying I'm the still person. I'm still the same person, right?
Mm.
So that thing, bro. And then the piece, y'all, the piece about tangling yourself up in a web. These spiders out here. Can we just talk about why the spiders have 10x? Somebody come save me from the spiders. But
Mm.
legitimately, I'm gonna put my hands down because there's a lot of spiders. When we talk about when we talk about these webs and folks getting caught up, like, why are you here? Right? But when you think about a spider and how a spider builds a web, they build a web with the intention to catch something.
Correct.
Spiders find ways to run them little whatever you call that. You know what they call it? What they call it? What they call those?
Webs.
What is material? Spiders will find a way to run a web across here to over there because they trying to cover territory. People out here covering territory. I want the flies over here.
But the thing of it is, the holidays is the best time to claim territory because that's when most people are most vulnerable because you are missing people. You probably lost loved ones that you want to be around, and it's time, and you find replacements in people that are from the past, or it may be somebody new, and then somebody that's just as lonely and just as hurt-hearted as you that need to bond through companionship. You know what I'm saying? Because just like people don't understand what a lonely heart is. A lonely heart yearns for things that it knows that ain't good for them. It just know it. You'll probably say it. I haven't been in the place where I said, but I'm about to mess up. But jumpers jump. You know what I'm saying? And you end up in something that you shouldn't have never been back in. You just be like, I knew this hole was a dungeon of spiders. And I knew the queen spider was in this place. And I just said, you know what? Go ahead and wrap me up in your little cocoon and suck my little blood out. Cause I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? And when you're done with me, I know I'm just gonna be that little knob sitting on the web. Amongst probably about 5 or 6 more. It just got to suck dry.
You ain't lying. The little knob. I seen some of them things, but it's the fact that you didn't get caught by the web. You would have laid in that move.
Yeah, because a lot of time people think you get caught. People think, especially if it's somebody from your past, you didn't get caught in that web. You went and laid down. You went and just jumped and just attached yourself to the web, and you was just like, hey, go on, do what you're gonna do. I know, you know what I'm saying, this gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. And I know you finna play in my face, and I know you're just gonna come nibble and dibble and dib and dab and keep playing. But I'm willing, you know what I'm saying, because I haven't healed a part of me that doesn't need that, or I don't want to recognize that part, because a lot of people don't want to recognize it because they really think they will. They think if they try harder the next time, it will work out. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, trying harder with a bad plan is just redoing the bad plan with more fervor. And you're gonna run through things harder and it gonna hurt worse. So therefore, scrap the plan. Go get some help. Go talk to a counselor. Go find counseling in this season. Because if you find yourself looking through your phone and you see, oh man, hey, I wonder how Delilah doing. I wonder how Khadijah doing.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
It happened to me today. I had the thought today. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was on Washington Road in Augusta, Georgia today. And I remember This was around that time when that person texted me specifically. And one thought said, "Oh, I wonder how they doing." And you know what it was? Sis said, "You backtrack to what you know." The only reason that there was a response was because of familiarity, y'all. Familiarity gets us caught up. Familiar don't mean that it's okay. Familiar just means you've seen it before. Familiar don't mean, it does not, in my mind, in my green, wonderful, tender, loving, caring, all the people in the world mind, familiar meant safe to me because I don't do stranger. I was taught stranger danger, even though I love people, but there's certain spaces I will allow people to come in closer because they're familiar, baby. That is not an equivalent.
Yeah, because just like all of us, we know familiarity. We familiar with a lot of things, sin and bad people and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of old people used to say, it's better to be around, it's better to encounter the devil you know. But it's really not, because the devil you know knows how to get you. It know how to play your game. It know how to tap you in the fields and to get and receive what it needs in order to make you lesser. And then most of the time bait you in the place like, hey, well, you started accepting the text and texting me back and wanting to hang out and with. And, you know, just like it just happened and you get emotionally tied into something. Now you having arguments about who kicked off what, when it should have just been a no. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have been an answer back. You don't have to return anything. You know what I mean? You don't have to go down that line. You don't have to answer her back. You don't have to go out with her just to rekindle something that you know it already been snuffed out. Let it stay out. That fire is gone out for a reason. Allow God to work and help you down your path. He cut you a new path on purpose, but a lot of times we just like go down there because we like, I remember that, I like that. We should do this and do this. Bruh, don't hurt yourself. Because a lot of times we get in the mirror and play in our own face.
That part, like, what is it in me? What is it in me, right? So let's choose the vulnerability path first. So, hey, 36-year-old widow, that was me. That was me. My dainty, not big hand, but long fingered. Hallelujah. So imagine you 36 years old, your husband dies. That wasn't in the plan. It wasn't in the plan. So I found myself in the place of, here go a big old gaping thing, right? And I'm just appreciative and I'm looking for safe places. I'm open. I'm gonna say looking for. I wanted to fix that and say I'm open to, but no, baby. You in your widowhood and in your grief had a big void, and you was looking for a safe place. You was looking for something to replace what you had lost, baby. When you got one of the best things in the world and it disappears like that, you looking for something, not even necessarily an equivalent. You're looking for something to fill that space. So I definitely have had to be honest about the fact that I could be dissatisfied with the results of the situationship, but baby, you contributed highly to the situation. Yeah, you was the widow. Yeah, you was vulnerable, but it wasn't new information. It wasn't new information.
You ain't get no new downloads, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because just like, you know, dang, I tend to forget, you know what I'm saying, what it's like to be a single young man, because I have been married a decade. So a lot of times for myself, even back in the day, it was just like, it was so easy because most of my relationships never really did end bad. It's only one girl that I couldn't go back to because that was just so horrible. But most of them, you know what I'm saying, it was easy to just be like, hey, what you doing for the holiday? You know what I'm saying? And it was easy to get pulled back in because even some people knew how to pull my card. They're just like, hey, people know if you know me and you've been around me, you know it's two people I care about real strong back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That was my grandma and my baby sister. And if you start talking about them and you want to give my little sister some or something like that, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you back in because my little baby deserves all gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
And like I tell people, it's like we think because we hunters we can't get played in. It's some elusive prey out here, bro.
Elusive?
It's some elusive prey. It's some prey out here that you go to find, and then all of a sudden it has you in a trap. Just like a lot of times when people hunt a bear, most of the time when people hunt a bear, the bear is smart enough that you end up hunting it, but in the end, it end up hunting you. It don't walk you in a circle, and now you are being now you are the prey. You know what I'm saying? It's some bears out here, fellas. You know what I'm saying? That you go out there and you think you're hunting, and all of a sudden you on the table for dinner.
You on the table. Rotisserie.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, and that's why I try to equip, you know what I'm saying? I try to equip the young man just like, hey, bro, just focus on yourself all the time, especially if you ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give yourself, you don't have to put yourself in the streets to be able to feel something. You need community, you need people, you need friends, you need family. Go extend your heart in the places that need to be mended, but don't extend your heart to somebody that is gonna play with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we play ourselves because we think just because I don't got older, time don't pass, I've got better. No, you probably just had your head down, focused on something. You didn't go get better. You didn't go get better. You didn't go do any wellness work. You didn't do any growth steps. Nothing was about growth of mentality, spirituality, none of that. None of that was getting growed upon. Your career probably was growing, and you probably, like I said, you don't got degrees and all this stuff like that, but you have not done anything to heal what has been hurt. Because just like a lot of times, I tell people all the time, I talk to men that like women. I don't talk to men that are the red pill incel people that, you know what I'm saying, secretly to me, hate women. You know what I'm saying? Just to me, I just be like, y'all don't like women. You know what I'm saying? You just mad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who hurt you and what girl you couldn't get. You just mad. But the men that want to develop a good life, have a loving wife, and all that stuff, I'm that guy.
Yeah. If you have the goals and the desire for it moving forward, you got a greater type of openness and a willingness to look at yourself. And ladies, that's us too. Like, we can't continue talking about who did us wrong and why they did us wrong and not realize what door it is that we left open for them, or what is the thing that makes me leave the door open, because it's nobody else's fault. It don't matter how treacherous them jokers moved.
That word is called accountability.
Goop. Look at y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
The
is.
word
Yeah,
is called accountability, guys.
yeah. And having somebody to be accountable with, who saves your life. I'm gonna write a
Yeah.
book, and I'm gonna dedicate it to Darius, because Darius was accountability. You know, you was accountability in a way that was like, I'm not asking for it. Like my accountability was like, what you think about this? Or this person said that. So I was inviting accountability, but not like all the way, because I still was like, I'm going down this road. I still need this fix though. I mean, I still need what I need, right? But
Right.
and having somebody to talk football with, having somebody to have a little bit of right. That's me, y'all. Look, this season starts with football season for me. And you see, I got on the red and the black. It's go dogs. Sorry, Kentucky. Ooh, baby.
Right.
Anyhow, no competition, but I'm just saying, I recognize what the doors are, right? I understand what it is. And when I start to entertain those things, I know who I can circle back to. I know who to pick up the phone and call. Like, I call my brothers, right? If I want to talk to a dude, let's make it plain. So if I want to get on the phone with the dude and I know that this dude is not good for me, this heel version of me, I'm going to call one of my brothers. What you doing? And we're going to have a conversation. I don't necessarily have to say I was thinking about this, but because
Mm,
I'm a sister and they know me, y'all know what time it's October, baby. My husband's anniversary of his death is coming. It's October.
mm.
Everybody around me know what's up. If I call,
Hey,
be
pick
it,
up
I
the phone.
mean,
Pick the phone up. Because
yeah.
just like I tell people, it's just like you have to have that community, those people around you that know you. You know what I'm saying? Like don't because at this time, if you feel like you're vulnerable, it's not time to go out there and try the waters. It's
Mm,
not time to go out there and try to say, man, I think I'm strong enough. Like most of the time when it's big pain points in our life, God tell us to flee from that. You know what I'm saying? He don't tell us to stand in it and just fight it, bare knuckle it. No, man, you need to go link up with your folks that really care about you, that don't want to see you down bad. Because just like I tell all my friends, I don't want to have to pick you up. That's the reason why I try to get you up to walk in a different direction. Don't walk this way. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And because for the simple fact, it's just like when we lose our vision trying to chase somebody else in their delusion, we get off track of our purpose and we lose time that cannot be uh time is not a renewable resource. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's constantly burning. And if you use that time where you could have been this far down the road and then you like get to yourself and you get hurt and you have that kind of mindset where they did this to me, you have to also tell yourself, just like my sister said, you played a part in this too. It take two to tango. They played music, they held their hand out to get a dance, you took the hand. You know what I'm saying? So, like I always say, don't play yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just try to stay with your people. You know what I'm saying? When you need to have a tough talk, talk to your folks. You know what I'm saying? Just like you don't need to be out here playing with these young ladies that have nothing for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? 5 minutes of time ain't worth your life, ain't
Mm,
worth your goal, ain't worth your purpose. None of it is.
mm.
Because I tell people
Especially
out there,
especially when you actually got things you focusing on, right?
that's what
Like
I'm
you
saying.
got actual goals and things that you're pressing towards, but you start to experience some of the humanity that comes with you being a human. And then you begin to consider things that you weren't focused on before. And so
Yeah.
when you get into this holiday season, don't trick or treat your own self into accepting something that does not complement who you are. We forget who we are. I think we forget who are the voids we have make us forget who we are. We start entertaining what's missing instead of leaning into who we are and what we're actively working on. So that's something to be careful of because in my mind I'm thinking of questions like, okay, somebody presenting themselves. Okay, what was my last experience with this person? What
Mm,
did I learn about that person? What did I
mm,
learn about myself? Do I still want to be that person or am I somebody different right
mm. Yeah. Those are all valid questions. Like I say, this advice can be applied through men and women. All this stuff is very sound. It's sound for the whole. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we have to ask ourselves these questions. We have to be honest with ourselves about where we are mentally and spiritually. Because like a lot of times when we are lacking, and I'm gonna just hit it like this. If you're lacking with closeness, your heart 9 times out of 10 is yearning for God. You know what I'm saying?
now? Bro.
Because a lot of times we don't connect to sources. We don't connect to the source in which God has already willingly laid out for us to be able to connect with. We'll rather settle for the things of man. We a lot of times end up like the people of the Old Testament, just like, nah, I need something that's already down here. I need like they used to cry for a king when everybody else had a king, but you had God. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we have to fulfill um that place that God had us in order to start to build and feel wholeness. A lot of times we like to get to this space where we just like to just be used. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I was saying this, I can't remember who I was talking to. we was talking about a lot of people don't like to they don't like to use their Holy Spirit. They don't like to wield their Holy Spirit. They like for their Holy Spirit to be wielded. Just like we would rather people use us instead of we use the power that we have. Because a lot of times it's a blame game thing. If we get taken advantage of, we get to say, well, they did this to me, and we don't get to self-reflect and say, hey, this happened to me. This happened to me because I made the decision to do. We don't have that in our mind. We look outside first before we look inward. And what I would challenge a lot of my young men to do is look inward. A lot of y'all are lonely. A lot of y'all think y'all seeking that because you need it. You don't, you want it. You don't, you want it for the wrong reason because you're trying to seek validation through that person. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you have to become valid. You have to build your best single self before you can be involved with anybody else. I always tell young men, live a good single life first. Don't seek purpose through attaching people to yourself when you haven't even found yourself. Because the worst thing you could do to a woman is try to develop yourself from zero while building a relationship with them. Because sometimes you wake up and you find out, man, I ain't even supposed to be with this person. And I just wasted some, I wasted their years and my years just because I thought I was doing what was right. You know what I'm saying? Because people will tell you something is right. It's like, man, that's a good girl. But you have to ask yourself, do she have anything in her that you can't stand? And if it don't change for 20 years, can you say you would want to be with her? Because if it's getting on your nerves now, I guarantee in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, it's gonna grow and it's gonna compound. It's like interest. And eventually it's gonna make you pop. Now you bankrupt.
Don't do that to yourself.
Don't do that to
Don't do
yourself.
that.
Yeah. I know I just ran it for a little while, but it is what it is. Take with
No,
that what you may.
that was good. But they in the comments talking about something. You talking good, sir. Yeah, man. This thing it really hit home, and our intention, y'all, is to challenge you with
Mhm.
something that you actually believe, something that you've been aligning yourself with legitimately, um, to allow some honest, genuine conviction to happen, because you can't change your expectations if you don't have a conviction about what it is, and true conviction
Facts.
actually turns in a different direction. So the objective is to challenge, to convict, and convert. We want to be different. Did anybody identify anything about yourself today? And are you making the necessary adjustments? What did you learn? And you don't have to drop it in the comments unless you want to. But real talk, what are you seeing about yourself?
Mm.
Kenitra, what are you learning about yourself?
What I learned
I
about
have.
myself was
Uh-oh.
I didn't know what love was. You know what I'm saying? I purposely in my 20s really tried my best to stay out of relationships in holiday seasons because I knew it was a false sense of what love was. People tend to call upon love in that time as if it's the end all be all. They treat it like it's what's gonna save everything, but it's just like if you have if you have not the will to create love day in and day out, even when it's hard, and that's what love is. Because a lot of times we be like, oh, you can uh make love, or love is the most important ingredient. No, your will is the most important ingredient in a relationship, because you have to will yourself sometimes to do exactly what's right. You have to will yourself to say the right thing instead of just flying off the hat and saying the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't understand that you need willpower and you need discipline in order to be and exist in a good, solid relationship, man. If you don't have that, you will not be able to lead your family.
Mm,
Because that, guess what? You will be tossed to and fro, going in any direction the wind blows, trying to make people feel good when you don't even know what makes you feel good. When you don't know what makes you feel good, you put a heavy burden on a person to keep trying to fill a void that is unfillable by the human being.
Sis literally said it right there. That was such good timing. That's literally what happens, and if we're not solid on us, you ain't gonna do nothing but make yourself orbit into somebody else's world. I'm working on being solid in my world. I'm working on having boundaries for myself. I'm working on, communicating effectively, y'all. I'm working on, and I'm saying this to give you examples for yourself. I'm working on not letting myself run to the very end of myself. Why? Because when you get to the end of yourself, you're not sober anymore. You tired.
Mm-mm.
You exhausted. Your decision making, yeah, the threshold gets a whole lot. It ain't far away no more. It's real close because you got room and opportunity. Because you have not created the things around yourself to keep
Mm.
yourself. I don't want to say safe and secure, but to keep yourself in a healthy state.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I,
Because that's why I tried my best to try to tell people you got to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and you got to keep yourself healthy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when we go out here and we play in these streets and we think we are healthy, when we really haven't had anything that could weigh that we can put on the scale and weigh us out and say, hey, do you have balance? You know what I'm saying? And balance ain't always even keel. Sometimes you have to slide things in order to keep the balance. It may be heavy on this end of the day because a lot is needed on the right side, and it may be heavy on the left side the next day because there's a lot of things that need on the left hemisphere. But you have to know how to and when to slide things across to create what is needed for yourself in order to exist and make it through the day-to-day process.
you said it like a real truck driver. You need to slide your tandems.
Well, I ain't talking about tandems, I'm talking about scale, but I got you.
Oh gosh, I know a little something about the logistics industry, y'all. Yeah, that's good, bro. So for the I'm prepared. I feel equipped, y'all. It's the end of the year. I hope y'all feel like we did y'all some justice today because we really came with the intention to serve. Y'all finna get this energy for the rest of the year, okay? Why? Hey, Crystal, y'all finna get this energy for the rest of the year, because it's risky. It's high risk. The year that's coming, it's
I don't want you to come into the new year trying to put yourself back together.
oh
You
my
know what I'm
god.
saying? I don't want you to come back in the new year where you was on fire all the way quarter 1 through 3, and then they got tripped up in quarter 4. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I want you to be able to keep that same steam because just like we don't want you to lose ground. You know what I'm saying? We want you to stay, you know what I'm saying, tapped in, stay tuned in, stay linked up with the good people. You know what I'm saying? Not the fun people, not the people that gonna come around and tickle your fancy. And then when they get done tickling that fancy, they drop it to the side. Now you got to rebuild your self-esteem. You got to rebuild your heart, your motivation, your drive. We don't want you to lose that in this quarter because it's real easy to be misplaced.
Mm, yeah. So we got some work to do.
So don't
We
be
got some.
tricking and treating out here and stuff like that. You just go in the house and watch people walk up and down the street with their bags and costumes on.
Don't go out. Don't go play. But you know what? Even if you have a tough Monday through Thursday, I'm trying to tell you, your boy got you Thursday evening.
Thursday, I got internet up here now, so I can really get in my real lab and have all my peripherals up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-mm-mm.
tap in with us on that side of the game. You feel me? you
He
know
back,
what I'm saying?
y'all. Y'all ain't seen nobody cut up before. Y'all ain't seen him cut up before. But
I do good.
I appreciate your cut up because your cut up is so honest. It's that real raw and uncut conversation about wellness, relationships, and the pivot to purpose. Babe, I've been sitting with this information, y'all. I've been
Yeah,
sitting with it.
it's
And
gonna be good this Thursday though. I've been working on it. I've been curating. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a come and fool me. You know what I'm saying? Send your young fellas around. You know what I'm saying? Tell them grab around Unc, man. Unc got something for him. You feel me?
Darius J. So this has
Coach
been our
Darius J. I'm a coach now.
oh, oh,
You know what I'm
oh,
saying? Drop
Look,
that in. You know what I'm saying? If
who
you
arguing
need
with you?
if you want to become a man, and a man of your standard, you know what I'm saying? Because just like it is a standard of manhood, but the best thing I can make you have you become is the man you supposed to be, not me.
Say that again.
The best thing I can have you become is the man you supposed to be, not me. Manhood is a very colorful and wide, broad scale. You have to find your place on it.
That's solid. And that's honest. And I appreciate that because people be acting like it's easy out here. It's really
Yeah.
not. It's really not. It's really not. So I appreciate your honesty. Shout out to my brother, Darius J out here. He'll be live every Thursday this month. Yeah, y'all got 5 days in the month with Darius J. Let me tell y'all something. Check in before the weekend because Monday through Thursday be tight, but we don't want y'all out here. We don't want y'all out here choosing wrong. All right. So y'all be ready. That will be in the Facebook page, right? And I'm saying 7:30-ish. We saying 7:30-ish because she a little truck driver. She got to get home in Atlanta traffic. Be wild. Okay. So get this young man some time to get situated.
Give me some time to get to the house.
Yeah. And shout out to everybody who went over to the Facebook page and followed the page. Thank you.
We appreciate y'all. Hey, now do that for Instagram.
Right.
Thank y'all. Do it for Instagram. My Facebook people, if you don't come over there, I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I just want you to do it because I know y'all like me and y'all like what I be talking about. So just come on over there and get me to 1,000 on Instagram, fellas and ladies. Anybody that know me and love me and got something good to say about me, it's 1,000 people with 1,000 stories about me. Come on over there and like my page so I can go live on Instagram too, man. I want my Grace and Grit to go live on Instagram. I want to be live on everything.
All of it. All of the things.
Because I want us to be worldwide. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't doing nothing, and just you know what? October, November, December gonna be fire. Just tap in. We finna really get the movement, moving.
The movement. And one more thing. So we'll be live first Sundays. Grace and Grit Uncut live on first Sundays. Y'all see what time we was here? It was at 6 o'clock. Y'all gonna see us. Why? Because we checking in at the top of the month and we gonna set the tone for the month. So Darius J on the duty. Y'all follow the pages, talk back to us, let us know what's resonating with you.
Yeah, that's right. 7:30 is Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Kayla. That is the E, the S, and to the T. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's it, y'all. That's it. No, we ain't tricking and treat for the holidays today.
Yeah, get out these streets. We're gonna help y'all stay out these streets. Y'all got a brother and sister out here that don't want y'all to be in these streets. We're trying to keep you out. We don't want your face played in, and we don't want you to play in nobody else's face. Cause some of y'all be thinking y'all innocent out here and ain't playing in people's face, and you know what I'm saying, showing a little thigh meat, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, trying to lure these young fellas in. Trying to act like you ain't got to put on your best dress and that them sweet smelling perfumes to get these young men caught up. Yeah, we know.
So I'm gonna help him transition.
I ain't transitioning that. I'm saying what I'm saying because it need to be heard.
This has been Grace and Grit Uncut. Well, we have real
we
raw.
Out. We love y'all, man. We out, man. My bad. I ain't mean to go out there like that, you know what I'm saying? But I did mean to go out there like that because that's what I do.
We love y'all.
We love y'all. Peace.
Share with somebody. Peace out.
Peace.